Welcome back for the mobile game fanatics. MyTyme here. This is Top Drives, and it is the final day of the LC2 Lancia Finals. Now, if you did manage to stay to the end of my previous video and see the 5x carbon fiber pack opening, you will note that Hutch did me dirty. Yep, I got absolutely nothing worth using during that opening. However, I did get ultra rares, so they have all been consumed. Now, before I go into the good news, I did go through and finish the tune-up. I'm glad to see, to be fair, that Hutch has reduced the limit on the attempts. You can do all 18 attempts straight away and get this carbon fiber pack from the moment that the event is up and running. This challenge opens, which means you can get your reward, and if you get something good from it, you can use it pretty much straight away in the event rather than missing out the first couple of days. I do think that is a great change. Now we come all the way through to the end. We did get the carbon fiber. I didn't record it, I only got an ultra rare, no problems. Okay, so nothing great came from that. However, you notice that my cash reserves have taken quite a bit of a hit, and my gold as well, because I used some gold to speed up some stuff. That's because after all this, when I was in the process of upgrading my cars, I decided to go and open a 5x ceramic pack to get some fuse, and this bad boy dropped. Yes, I got one ultra rare, and then finally this popped, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 2015. This Lamborghini Aventador is the second best card that technically you could pull from the packs if you were opening the 2015 carbon fibers. So I was super lucky to get this card. This has now given me an opportunity to propel me into the top 10 and give me a chance to comfortably, I know comfortably is maybe a bad word, but give me a chance to at least acquire the prize car. Now my two upgrades, I've put one into weight, and then overnight I put one into the engine as well, with the idea being I was going to use this car quite a lot in drags and hairpin modes. So for this event I will probably build it 2-3-3, but for now I thought I was going to potentially use this a lot more in drag, so I took a little bit extra on that, on the acceleration side of it. I could have taken it off the chassis again, but that's what I decided to do. Now we'll come to the other cars in a moment. We do also have the off-road challenge up and running. Ice cars, everyone, 120 options here. At the top you will get a Lancia Delta, so it's a guaranteed ultra rare if you can get all the way to the top. Some nice prizes along the way, few super rares, decent amount of cash. It's 5 attempts a day, so it does run for quite a while. Plenty of opportunities to get it. Here you go, you get a Griffith as well, and finally the Lancia Delta. So there's going to be 2 ultra rares for this, so although there's no packs, decent amount of cash using off-road tyre cars. Tell you what, very quickly we'll show you what I've been using so far to get to here. As you can see, using these bad boys, these Land Rover Defenders, okay, just put those in your team. Okay, put those in, you're absolutely sorted. I run a couple of standard tyre cars just against the others, and then for everything else it's pretty much a case of throwing in my Land Rovers on the ice if possible, or the snow. It doesn't really make much difference where you put them, because you're coming up against a lot of cars which aren't designed for the conditions at the moment. So to get through the first few levels, that's just a glitch here, guys. These are not the rewards that you get for these levels. You do not get a TVR Griffith for doing it. As you just saw, it's just catch visual glitch there. So definitely do that as well if you can. Using lots of those lower RQ cars, those Land Rover Defenders, going to be extremely key for the first part of it. Makes it very easy to complete. Now back to the event. Sorry about that. Let's go to the LC2 Finals and let's show you what my lineup now looks like. Okay, so I have opted for the Lamborghini. I then put another upgrade, which is where I had to use my cash, unfortunately, to speed this up, or my gold should I say. I put one into the chassis. Yep, because my McLaren is coming up against either a maxed out McLaren, so it's not going to win anyway, or it is coming up against McLarens which are just 1.3 all the way through, which it will win. So I decided to actually add the extra handling in case I have to put it up on like the hairpin modes or twisty circuits, something like that, just to give it a little bit more of an edge, so it doesn't lose by more than 50 points when it comes up against the 4-wheel drive cars. So that was my thinking there. So that car has been upgraded along with the Aventador bit. I bought the Bentley back in because the Bentley actually seems to outperform my Mercedes. And although I put my last upgrade into Mercedes, and it is 323, because my first upgrades into this car when I got it back when you complete the the campaign and you get the car, I put them both into engines, so kind of stuck with a 323 build of it. Doesn't really help me. The Bentley does outperform it. Mountain Slalom, the Bentley was beating it by 50 points. So I thought, what is the point of having this Mercedes in? I'd be better off to take the Bentley. So this is the team I have gone with. Now the question is something that I can actually talk about. I do not know what happened there. Did not mean to do that. I have absolutely no idea how I've got onto this. So for the sake of it, I'll take the quit, Andres. There you go. Don't know how I clicked on you. Don't know how it got to be facing you. But there you go. You get a free victory. What I'm going to talk about now is how I should be approaching the finals with these last kind of 10 hours or so to go. Now, in my opinion, there's two tactics. Okay, obviously you want to try and win. So you've got an option of A, going for the people above you. When you beat somebody ranked higher than you, you get more points. So let's just say the standard win is 16 points. Should you beat someone above you, you may get 18 or 19 points. You would then probably take about 16 points away from that person. If we pick Chris Green, for example, we might beat Chris Green, we might gain 18 points, he might lose 16 points, and it could be a 34 point difference there. So we get to jump above him. And obviously we gain more on Chris because of him losing points as well. We only gain, and over everyone below us, we're gaining 18 points. So it's more than playing someone below us and just gaining 16 points on everyone, if that makes sense. Now, the other school of thought is you keep going for the people below you. So let's pick Shen Chen here. If I were to beat Shen, I may only get 16 points. He may only lose, say, 15 points. But that 31 point difference means I'm 16 points still up on everyone below me, but I've now put a bigger gap between me and Shen because I have put a 31 point gap between us. Now, yes, he can reduce that by facing me and beating me, but he's only going to be clawing back a couple of points each time. So what's the better strategy? To attack the people above and gain more points and try to move up the ranks? Or is it better to attack the people below you and try and keep them from catching you up? Well, in my opinion, I think that the best strategy is to go for people below you and keep them out of the top 10 rather than trying to focus on the people above you who you can potentially beat. The reason being is the people at the top, first, second, for example, are only going to have a very limited pool of people they can face. They can only face down to kind of fourth, maybe fifth, depending on your points and upwards. So they're going to be stuck attacking these people. So if I do try to move up into these ranks, these guys are going to probably be facing me because they don't have a huge amount of options apart from facing each other. However, if I decide to play the people below me, I'm hopefully going to still keep a bigger gap. Plus, these people are going to be contending not only with the few people above them, but also all these people slightly outside who are going to be trying to jump into that gap as well. So for me, I think you're better off to attack the people below you if you're going to pick. Now here we'll come and do both. We'll come and pick somebody above us who we can beat, and we will show you the kind of the point system that I'm referring to. So let me just check here. So okay, this is a victory, tie, lose. Okay, so we will play Ali here just to give you an example. So we get the victory here, which is another reason why I did the upgrade into the handling. For the twisty circuit, we take a tie on the G-force. I think we actually lose the mountain slalom. I've got a bit of trouble here. I don't know if I do actually win this because I think he has gone for 3-2-3, and I think on mountain slalom the 3-2-3 version beats my 2-3-3. I do think so. Well, we'll do this like this, and I can beat the RS7 on certain track sets. It beats it in twisty circuit, it beats it in the slalom, it beats it in the G-force. I don't think it beats it on hairpin because this car is heavier. Okay, I don't think it beats it on hairpin. We will find out here. We will find out. But if we don't get the victory, never mind. I think it's a tie, so we haven't lost too much. But I want to just try and show you the point situation and give you a visual idea of why I would suggest you went for the people who you could beat who are slightly below you. As okay, we do just about beat on hairpin. I know we beat the RS7 on most track sets, but I'm just not 100% sure what they are. Yep, so we're going to come out here, get the victory. So we found somebody who currently is ranked above us, which we can hopefully beat on most track sets should we be trying to play that person. Well, as you see here, we gained 24 points. Okay, 24 points for that one because we went for a guy who was currently in second. He lost 22 points. So we've gained, or we've got a 46 point difference between us and Ali, which is obviously pretty huge for us. But we gained 24 points on all the people below. So that is a good matchup for us. That is definitely something that I can consider doing. Alternatively, I have gained 24 points on everyone, but I do know that the people below me are going to be trying to beat me as well. So let's see what actually happens when I pick somebody below. Now, again, let's just find someone that we can hopefully beat. Chris Green's got a pretty decent hand. 2 Caterhams definitely is the way to go here. Let's try and find someone who is just below me. I think, was Giovanni just below me? I know Tassos is. Okay, well, we'll do this anyway. We'll see if we can get the victory here because this is someone who is just below me. So Forest Road, we take this. Mountain Twisty, we take this. Twisty Circuit, we take this, and we lose in the Mountain Slalom. So now we've gone for the other option. We've gone to face someone who is just below us in the rankings, a few points below us, but still below us at this moment in time. So when we get to the end of this race, you will see what the points do. I will not gain as many points. I would also not take as many points away from who's this? Tassos, is it? I think. But the other way, I gained 24 points on him. This way, I'm going to gain the points that I acquire as well as the points that he loses. So in this example, as you can see, I've only gained 17 points. I've gained 17 points on all of these people just below me, with the exception of Tassos, where I have gained 17 and he has lost 15. So I've now got a 32 point advantage on him. So the other way around, I got 24 points for beating Ali. So I got 24 on everyone. This way, I only get 17 on all these 5 people below me, for example, but I actually get 32 on Tassos. Now, if I were to split this and just say I did it over 5 people, for example, you know, it's an extra. These 15 points have all been concentrated into Tassos. If obviously I was to split it out, then it would be 20 points a person I would gain, because I get 17 on everyone plus divide the 15 by 3. But that would then be worse. Okay, that would be worse than me playing the person up here, because I'd be better off to take 24 points on everyone. However, the fact that I can concentrate and do a lot of damage to one person below me means that personally I think this is the better way, because now I put Tassos again down into a position where he is going to be fighting against people trying to get into the top 10. So if I can keep going for people around this area, keeping them a little bit lower, they have to contend with a few people above them, as well as the people who are going to be trying to beat them in order to move up into the top 10. So that is my theory. Okay, different people will have different ways to approaching finals and approaching ways of staying in a top 10, especially when it comes to an event like this where you have very good rewards at the top. Now, the team is good enough to hold on to a top 10 position, in my opinion. I don't want to pick on anyone, but obviously I do want to stay in the top 10. So for me, I'm going to be putting a lot of my time into going towards that bottom part. Okay, I will probably do the odd race against the people above me to give myself a points boost, but I'm not trying to get top 3. Okay, that isn't going to be my aim here. I'm not going to be worried about spending gold, spending cash, etc. to do a few more upgrades to make sure I can get top 3. I am more than content finishing in the top 1, getting just the 1 carbon fiber rather than the second. If I can get away without having to use any gold during this, then great. The only thing I might do is if I can see these people are, you know, for example, not playing and I do get close to a top 3, then maybe I will try and take it. But otherwise, I'm going to consolidate and be happy with top 10. Now, before we get to the end of this video, just to show the other couple of events up, we've got Y2K States of America. Again, I'm not really focusing on these events, but if I can get an extra carbon ceramic pack, why not? I need to get some more resources in. Pretty happy to do so. This is USA, super rare, ultra rare performance. There are 3 rain tracks all the way through. Just give you an idea, we'll just come and play someone. I've been chopping and changing between the kind of setup that I have. I'm not sure what the best is. I kind of use the dodge on whatever drag or fast circuit comes up. I tend to use my 2 cars here in the rain, and then I kind of have a twisty and a fast circuit, which is obviously in this example not going to work out particularly well for me because I'm up against a better lineup. So as you will see here, the dodge comes through. Normally the Acura is either going to be a winner on Ocean City Streets where I put it, or it might just about lose, but people tend to use that against cars where I'm like disadvantaged, but I know it's not going to lose by too much. Keep the Cadillac. Oh, I know what I did. Sorry, I know what my change was. Okay, we do win here, but I know what my change was. I changed this. I took out the Dodge. I took out the Dodge EV and I put in the Ford Flex, I believe it was. I think my change was my last few races was running like this with my theory being let me just play. The Ford Flex was going to probably lose. It would win sometimes depending. It was going to lose a few. Let's try it, but it wouldn't lose by too much. So it was going to be good for the rain. That's what I put it in for, because I thought that can definitely go. Can do the Ocean City Streets. It can do whatever I want to do in the rain, and that frees up the Dodge Challenger. Pretty much wins everything it's against unless it plays the same Dodge. The Acura, as you see there, good cover for the rain. The NSX, pretty decent. It's going to do pretty well in most of the track sets because of its great handling. And then I am going to probably be able to stay in the top 10. So skip the last one. That is the actual lineup that I went with. The Ford isn't amazing. It just does the job. Definitely the Dodge there. Challenger, pretty key car. I think both of these are great for the fast twisty circuits. Definitely if you've got a Cadillac CTS Coupe, this is a great car for the rain. And then you're kind of filling in the gaps. As I said, the Ford Flex is a good option. Having that 4-wheel drive, having the standard tyres, cheaper RQ, but RQ isn't such an issue with this event. So yep, there you go, and this is just a filler. So that is that. Hopefully that'll be another ceramic pack there. And we also have a chance with the upgraded family event, which started last night. This SUVs with 5+ fuses. So again, just to clarify, in case you are unsure about this, these are all the SUVs and cars that I could have. However, I cannot use all these in the final. Why not? Because when I click, 2 of them have to have 5+ fuses at least. Okay, we can come down and see we lose cars because they haven't had the required number of upgrades. But you only need to use 2 of them. I've used all 5 for the sake of it. If I wanted to, I could bring in any of these cars because I only have to have 2 cars which have more than 2 upgrades. But as it actually happens, my best cars are pretty much maxed out anyway. It obviously kind of makes sense. If you've maxed the car out, it's more likely to be better than a car which only has 2 upgrades into it, especially if they're around the similar RQ. So we go with the Range Rover, the 2 Bentleys, I did have two Ford Edge Sports. That was my original thing, but I've actually gone and bought in the Nissan Juke because it has pretty good handling and it's quite light in comparison to the rest. So for something twisty. So as we see here, we're not going to have any rain or anything. It's all going to be asphalt. There's plenty of speed, plenty of drags, plenty of test bowls, that kind of thing. So you kind of want those faster SUVs in, but you do get thrown around with the odd bit of twistiness. Now I don't really have it here, which is a bit of a shame. But that's what I bought the Nissan Juke in for. However, I am still a bit of umming and ahhing whether two Ford Edge Sports is better. I kind of think it probably is, but we are where we are. So for the waterfront drag, we will go 1, we will go 2, we will go 3, we will go, we're going to lose that anyway, so we will go 4 and we will go 5. Now there's only ceramic packs up for grabs here, so again, it's not the kind of event that I'm going to be getting too involved in. Not going to be working on fusing into any more of those SUVs just to use them in this event. If I can get top 10 with the cars that I currently have at my disposal, great. If I can't, well, I can't. That's where I'm sat at this event. However, I think I'm fortunate enough having these maxed out legendaries and epics is going to help me quite a bit. As you can see here, this is the option. Does the Duke go out for something like the extra Ford, what's it called? Ford, what's that red Ford called? Ford Edge? Yes, Ford Edge, 2 Ford Edges. That's what I was going. I've only done a couple of races with this Nissan Juke, but let's see if we can get a twisty circuit. Let's see if we can find out why. Okay, here's Twisty Road. Should we see how high we can go? Oh, here we go. Someone else using the Duke there as well. We'll play Matty anyway, just to show you why I went for that option. So the idea would be we put our Duke in here. We have done it the bad way. Okay, so maybe not the best example, so we're going to lose that. But you get the drift. In fact, let's try it different. Let's see how it does on G-Force test. Let's just put it out to try something else. Let's try and break that mold. So we will go like this. Now, the Duke is great because of how light it is, and it's got amazing handling. It does have front wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive, but there is no rain here. There is no dirt. So this is the kind of track set where a car like the Duke excels, because it has such an advantage over the other SUVs. Normally when you come to dirt and rain, it's at a disadvantage. It's not particularly great. I mean, it's better than some of the cars, but it's not amazing. When you get a track set, some random track set like this, which doesn't actually take advantage of any dirt or rain, the Duke becomes a really viable car for anything twisty. So if you do have one, that can be a nice cheaper RQ, 53 RQ I think it is, comes in, allows you to then just bring a few more of your big guns out later on. It's also a lot easier to upgrade because super rares to max it out. So there we go, we get a victory there. And as you can see, we should, if we play enough in the matches, we should hopefully get another top 10, another ceramic pack, and we can carry on grinding out those rewards. So yeah, good luck with the finals. I will come back once the finals are completed, hopefully showing you that prize card and possibly the rewards I get from the ceramic pack. Obviously it's not nailed on, but I would hope that from this position I could hold on and consolidate that T2. So that's what we're going for. Please let me know in the comment section below how you are doing. Let me know if you think you've got a chance of getting it, or if not and you need any help. If I can, I will. Also, if you do want to enter into my next competition, just a reminder, I'll leave a link in the description below. You want to go onto a video, I think 2 videos ago, and leave a comment section in that along with it will say the 2 packs you want me to open, 2 premium packs you'd like me to open, as well as your prediction for the epic card that I may get, and you will then be entered into that draw, which will be done next week. So as ever, enjoy the rest of your weekend everyone. Good luck in that finals. I've been MyTyme. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon.